What's up, y'all? It's your boy, ForexFunded. As always, links in the description. So I just wanted to go over something that I just resent to y'all in the Discord. I initially sent this on Monday, right? Like midday Monday. No. End of market close Monday. I sent this talking about the bottom blue arrow, the daily that went from the sub major range to closing in the range. Both days are Monday. Did 370 that week. So let's get into that real quick because you got to be able to look at the history of price and see what price has done. So this is the arrow that I was talking about. We had an arrow right here. As you can see, this is Monday. The Monday started below the $160 range, closed above it, right? Here's Monday, started below the range, closed above it. Now look at Tuesday. What did Tuesday do? Tuesday did a lot of fuckery. It still closed bullish. Tuesday, what did it do? Did a lot of fuckery. Wednesday, big bullish day, $65. Wednesday, big bullish day, currently $71, right? Thursday, 120 fucking dollars, right? Friday, a bunch of bullshit to start a reversal. So I said, imagine we do that and we double top the top, right? We double top the top. So what I'm trying to say is y'all should not only be looking for, a price action trend. You should be taking anything out of the market that you can, right? Anything you can do to aid your edge, right? I know in going into the week, my storyline was we were going to reject 50 and sell off hard. You got to be adaptful in this market, right? We had another sell zone, 61%. We've already popped that by a good amount, right? We already popped 61 by like over $10. So the more we break above it, it's like a boat. The more holes you have in it, the less likely you are to use it, the more likely you are to sink, right? So all I'm trying to say is this price action from this week that went, as I mentioned, $370, right? From the open to the Friday high, $372 in 5 days. It says four, but it's five. Low, $372 puts you at a double top. You need to be able to extract this type of data from the chart. You're not always going to have a perfect, trend history type shit. But if you can spot a trend early on, you will be able to capitalize off of it. The same way that if you spot, a bearish trend flipping to bullish early on, you'll be able to capitalize off of it. So, with that being said, as I've been saying in the chart analysis, since we're popping this 61, we're gonna want to come for 78, right? There's two things in the way of 78. 61 and this major range point, 42.15. Once we're above 42.15, like we're coming there. It's almost guaranteed. And then depending on what happens there, we might come higher. Now, you can even go down into the lower time frame. We'll do a 4 hour and see just how close to repeating itself happened. Okay, so here let's look at Monday at 10 o'clock, right? Go over here, look for Monday at 10 o'clock. What happened? You started a bearish pullback and then you started to pump up again around Tuesday at 10 a.m. You started that bearish pullback, you started to pump up. Not as awesome, but here is Tuesday at 10 o'clock where you had the bottom, right? So the way the market moves, most of it is done by algos. So if algos had a successful rip here, they're gonna try to do the same thing, right? So what does that tell us? Okay, well it's currently Wednesday 10. Where's Wednesday at 10? Wednesday at 10 is right here, right? You shot up and then market closes over here. And then you could see what happened Asian session. So we're definitely going to be looking to buy Asian session. I wouldn't recommend buying now and holding overnight because well, not overnight, but holding into the next day because Wednesday is triple swap day. So you're going to get fucked on swaps. But, go look at the past price action, see what happened, right? Before the range point, what happened? You had a little consolidation, which you could have used to buy the breakout, right? You would have marked your highs and you would have said, we engulfed it, right? We engulfed it here, buy it. Your stop, since it's a 1 hour zone, is going to be wide, right? 300 pip stop loss. But then you would have been able to target whatever the fuck you want. Any of your range points, you ended up doing a range to range in a day. It was awesome, 1 to 2 risk reward, whatever. Cool. First entry area. Second is look at the lows, right? Here, where did we come from? We came from all the way down here, right? You can argue any of these higher lows. We'll go with this one. High to low, golden zone in right before Asian session, right before London. So multiple areas to enter. And if you look, right, you used the range point as a resistance, you broke it, you use it as support. So we're going to be looking for basically that same fucking thing at the range point, right? Whether or not we have fuckery here, right? So whether or not we tap it and we fuck around, basically what we're going to look for is that big push, a retest, and then price to come up towards 786. If you break 786 by more than $10, in my opinion, you will go up towards the highs. Like I said, you got to adapt in this market. You guys know me. I was expecting price to fall heavy from 50, but it didn't happen, right? I'm not really in the prediction game. I make a prediction. If it doesn't happen, that's fine. You know how to capitalize no matter what way the market goes. So, yeah, don't want this video to be too long. I'm trying to go fucking live my life. But hopefully, like I said, hopefully this information helped you guys understand just another way, uh, another thing you should be incorporating into your trading, which is looking at the historical price and what it's done.